Since this movie's about to be 1 year old, and I do remember the time when I went and saw the movie for the first time. Like I can remember is that there was a lot of mixed reactions going on online when people were saying the movie wasn't as good as the first one. When I was thought to myself, oh my god, I'm actually quite nervous to see how this one was going to turn out because of the fact that the first one, yeah, it was good, but then I don't know. So then the movie came out on November 22nd, or I think it was the 23rd, I remember. So I went to go see it with open mind. I just gave low expectations. I went in and I decided to just to watch it. And after 1 year of watching the movie, well, actually, my first thoughts on the movie where I watched it, I really loved it, for how it was. I mean, I love the really great animation it had. Some of the characters, the story did a grand job. I mean, even if some people say the movie isn't as good as the first one, but to me personally, I think the second one is even better than the first one. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, talking about Frozen 2. The 1 year anniversary for this film, where I'm going to be talking about how I feel about the movie, well, in general, because due to the fact that it is coming up to its first anniversary. And some people would normally do a 1 year anniversary of review of the movie they watched and say, if their thoughts still remain as the same when they saw the movie, or even if they watched it twice. So I gave it a rewatch last night, not too long ago. And my thoughts still remain the same. I mean, remains as one of my favorite animated films of 2019. Despite of How to Train Your Dragon and the Hidden World coming out, Klaus, or Toy Story 4, this one, I feel like this one is my personal favorite one. There are some people who would agree. There are some fans out there, but for me, Frozen 2 is that one movie that I actually do enjoy. It's like that case scenario, what they always say. It's like, it's your own guilty pleasure. Like those movies that you like, but many people really hate. There's like a few people who would actually go on the hate base on this film. Trust me, there's like a lot of them who would actually, bash on this film. And that's totally fine. We all have our opinions on films. If you don't like this movie, that's totally fine. We all have to respect each other's opinions and let's just get along, okay? If you don't like the movie, that's totally fine. If you like it, then that's fine. But for me, let's get back to my thoughts on this film. So, like I said before, I like the story. The animation is really beautiful. The characters I love. Even the songs are still as one of the best. Into the Unknown is actually my favorite one. Or even Show Yourself. Those two are easily debatable on which one was the best one. Either that or Into the Unknown. They're both are beautifully written. Idina Menzel does a good job singing that. And even listening to those songs, it gives me the chills every time. But overall, with that said, do I have any issues with Frozen 2? Actually, no. But there's some other things I need to know more about the film. I still need to watch that documentary that's Into the Unknown that's on Disney Plus. I like to see more in depth of them making the movie, like what were the challenges, the obstacles they had to go through, or what was it, how did it feel for them to come back and do a second movie. That I still need to see. But if you've seen it, let me know how that is, because I really do want to check that out. And yeah, with all that said and done, Frozen 2, 1 year this movie came out. I really love this film no matter what. The story I still enjoy. The animation is still beautiful and well done. This is why I got the steelbook, because look how great this thing looks. You have the background of Elsa running into the ocean, and we see the water force right there, which that was pretty phenomenal. And it still goes on even on from the back and front, and even hold on one second, but even some of the inside artwork, they actually did a good job with it. But overall, this movie I just really do enjoy, and I hope for the best that we do get a third one, because I really like to see what they can do for the third one. Which brings me to this. Here's my little prediction video on what I think a third Frozen should be about. Now, you can do whatever you want for a Frozen 3. I feel like this could be my only prediction. This could take place after events of the second film, where we see both Anna and ruling the kingdom of Arendelle, since now she's officially queen of Arendelle, and we have Elsa going into the other side, protecting the Enchanted Forest on the other side. So I think should be my own personal plan. We can all disagree on what we want, but this is what I think it should be. So it should take place, like I said, after the second film. And we have that both Anna and Kristoff, just had a newborn child, and they have to take care of it and make sure nothing bad happens like that. Or that could be one of the things I would like to see, or maybe possibly figuring out that Elsa, like there's more people who are like Elsa. Maybe they have also powers as well. I mean, we could see one having fire power, water power, or even air, or even some of the other things they could be creative with it. And for the one thing I would like to see is that I want Olaf. I mean, not to have a girlfriend. That's the one thing I don't want him to do. I mean, I think it's perfectly fine, being by himself, with having both Anna, Elsa, Kristoff, Sven as their friends and everything. But I would really like to see him maybe have a pet, like maybe a puppy dog or like a snow dog. Maybe that could be one thing he can do. But I mean, that's just my own prediction, like what he can do. I mean, that's what I wish he can have. Like maybe have a little snow puppy with him. That's the one thing I would like to see. But I really want to see something that they can do that could be like explore more of the world of Frozen. Like you can explore like what other things what they can do. But please, if they want to do a third one, please make it more. Maybe try to go to a darker theme, and then like make it more serious, darker, or even please do it like emotional, because I would like to see one Frozen movie that actually makes me go emotional. Since when we look at the second one, there was a few scenes that did make me emotional, but I would like for the third one to have some emotional moments. But that's pretty much my prediction, is that I would like to see Anna and Kristoff have a kid, either a daughter or a son. I would like to see that, or they figure out that there's going to be more people who are like Elsa with other powers, Olaf with a pet, and more like to see more emotional and darker tones. But that's it for my predictions for Frozen 3. But what do you guys think for prediction of Frozen 3? And before that, let me just say back where I said, is that what do you think about Frozen 2, since now it's going to be its 1-year anniversary? And tell me, what would you like to see if they were to do a potential third film? Because I know that they would want to do a third film anytime soon. I mean, who knows? Maybe they might be working on it. Who knows if they're just still figuring it out. But as for all, thank you all for watching, and have a great day.